Hello Rangers, we are back with another build video today. As you know, as of the 16th of April, we will be hitting double XP at the reset time in your country, and it'll be double XP from the 16th to the 20th of April. And you know something, it's going to be a perfect time to bust out a build video for double XP weekend, and this will be called the ultimate double XP weekend build. Specifically, you could use this at any sort of time, but the greatest time to utilise this build would be double XP weekend, and you can get those ranks up and try and hit a level 1000 or hit 50, 1500, 1000, 2000, whatever rank you're looking for. And as well, it's a great time to boost your perk card rewards up and try and get more levels so you can get those end game builds in. So let's get straight into the build. It's called the Ultimate XP, obviously, for obvious reasons. It's an XP build, but there we go. So let's jump in. Two specials first though. We have an 8 in strength, a 10 in perception, a 10 in endurance, a 4 in charisma, a 10 in intelligence, a 10 in agility, and a 4 in luck. Feel free to pause here if you need to, or just take a quick screenshot. It's completely up to you, but there are your specials. Let's get straight into the perk cards, and first and foremost, let's get into legendary perk cards on this build. Legendary perk cards are really important for those extra perk points. You definitely need legendary perk cards to push the extension of your cards and how many you can have. So of course, you need them all to be ranked 4. Let's get the +5 perception there on legendary perception. Our legendary luck at rank 4, +5 luck. Our legendary agility, +5 agility. Our legendary intelligence, +5 intelligence. Our legendary strength there at rank 4. And you've got taking 1 for the team if that is necessary for you. When you're on a team, you will need to be in a casual team to utilise more intelligence points. When you're in a casual team, you get more intelligence points on top of the intelligence points you're already going to be having on this build. So I like to put taking 1 for the team on. Enemies take 5% more damage when they attack you if you are on a team. They are your legendary perk cards out there. This will be an unyielding build, so technically it will be blooded as well, so it's a nice little blooded XP build here I'm putting in. As you can see, completely different setup here. I will be using the Tesla rifle on this one for mobbing and clearing rooms out. Let's start from the top in strength. Strength has finished at 13 there. We've got easy target, plus 75% range damage to cripple targets. Because we are using the fractures version of the Tesla rifle, it will be explosive now, and I found it to be a much better weapon to use when mobbing. So that's easy target there. We've got Barbarian, we're a blooded build, so we want that extra damage resistance, and it'll be based on your strength, doubled when not wearing armor. Bulletstorm, because we like to use Bulletstorm on this one, gain 9% per damage per 30 ammo spent, max 10 stacks. Keep half of your Bulletstorm stats when you reload, +1 reload speed per stack, that's lock and load. Scatter shot for that extra limb damage there on crippling. 20% of the damage dealt to limbs is applied to all limbs on your target, really nice. And then we've got Arms Keeper, nice there, your weapons weigh 75% less. Next we're running into Perception, Number Cruncher, your weapons have 2% increased damage per AP cost. We've got Ground and Pounder, your small guns reload 20% faster and have 20% more hip fire accuracy. That'll be really nice for a Tesla rifle there. May take Number Cruncher on because we don't really need fats on this build. It's a bit of a fats card, that, but we'll see. We've got Tank Killer, your range weapons ignore 40% of armor. Center Machinist, plus 75 range damage when attacking the torso, really nice there. You don't need to really use fats in this, you just spray and pray. We've got Street Shooter, your small guns have a 45% better accuracy and spread, perfect for a Tesla rifle. Awareness, gain more fats based on your perception per kill. On your perception, I don't think we need that. I could potentially change that. We'll put Fast Fighter on instead for the Tesla rifle there, so I'm going to change that up there. I took off awareness there. So not going to really need to use fats on this build, so gain 50% your bonus movement speed as your reload speed. It is the Tesla rifle, it is slow to reload. And because we'll be utilising fractures on the Tesla rifle, we'll have Grenadier on, your explosives detonate with twice the radius, and you'll see why later when I explain the gun to you. So that is your perception. We just did a quick change there, because obviously we don't really necessarily need fats with this build, because it's a mob gun. Let's move into endurance. We've got Ironclad, armor provides 25% more protection, doubled if wearing a matching set. Extra damage protection there, especially with a blooded build, and unyielding. We've got Iron Stomach, increased damage and energy resistance based on endurance while not diseased. Real nice card. Adamantine Skeleton, because we're going to be doing a lot of explosive damage, so explosives do cause you damage. So Adamantine Stain, gain more limb damage reduction based on endurance. Hardy, take 45% less damage from explosions. Really necessary card there, real nice. Radical, I like to put this on. The greater the rads, the greater your strength. Means more carry weight for me. You just see the carry rate's almost double on this build. Real nice card. We've got stat sheets, you'll never mutate from rads, and Radaway will never call mutations. Beautiful card. Inspirational there in charisma. Really important card here, because if you do your charisma buffs on this as well, inspirational is going to work really well. Gain more XP while on a team based on your charisma. We've got Stranging Numbers, positive mutations effects are 25% stronger if teammates are mutated to. Tenderizer, each attack makes your target take increased damage. We have Intelligence at a rank 15, the most important section here for obviously the Intelligence. First aid, Stimpaks restore more HP based on your Intelligence. Field Surgeon, Stimpaks and Radaway heal 6% faster, really necessary. Nerd Rage, while your health is low, gain more increased damage and AP regen. Demolition Expert should be a free, but it's not. Bear with me a second. Let's just put that back on. Sorry about that. We've got Demolition Expert. Let's go back to the top field. So we've got the first aid, Field Surgeon, Nerd Rage. Science, increased energy damage based on your intelligence. We've got batteries included because we're using Tesla rifle. We'll be taking fusion cells, plenty of fusion cells. Energy weapons weigh 9%. Energy weapon ammo weighs 9% less. Do apologise there. Curator, the benefits of bobbleheads and magazines last twice as long. Really necessary because you'll be using magazines like Live and Love 8. Leadership bobbleheads and intelligence bobbleheads will now last twice as long, meaning more XP on top. But I'm going to show you this build without the buffs at first. So there'll be 2 testing stages on this build, one without the buffs and one with the buffs. We've got Good with Salt, food and urine will spoil 9% less. And there's Demolition Expert, so it's supposed to do plus 6% damage. Great for mobbing, great for the Fractures mod there. It's going to marry up really well with Grenadier. Let's go into Agility. We are using a small weapon, so small guns gain 30% hip fire accuracy and 75% limb damage. Really necessary for the Fractures build. Modern Renegade there. Guerrilla Expert, plus 1 restore speed per onslaught stat, plus 3 max stats. Guerrilla Master, plus 5 range damage to close enemies per onslaught stat, plus 5 max stats. Enforcer, your small guns gain a 50% stagger chance and a plus 75% limb damage. Really nice there. Evasive, chance to evade attacks based on agility. You're going to be seeing that popping a lot because obviously agility is maxed at 15 there. Born Survivor, falling below 40% health will automatically use a stim pack once every 20 seconds, so you are unyielding. So this in the background, if you are in a tricky situation while you're doing your XP runs, this is a great card for you. Let's go into luck. We can utilise Serpendicity on this build while below 30% health, gain a chance to evade based on luck. Ricochet, a chance to deflect range attacks based on luck. Class 3, the negative effects of your mutations are reduced by 75%. Junk Shield, my favourite card, gain resistance based on looking the amount of junk held. 100 pieces of junk held means massive damage reduction on your build. And then we've got Quick Hands, because with a Tesla rifle. And Quick Hands, if you do an instant reload, you keep your Bullet Storm stack, so you won't lose the Bullet Storm stack. It's what you have. Nice sleeper characters, so when you are using Bullet Storm on a gun like the Tesla rifle, Quick Hands is a fantastic one. I know it's only 18% chance of instantly reloading, but if it does instantly reload, you keep all your bullets stacked instead of losing half. So really nice card there. So that is your perk cards for this double XP build. XP build as well, you could say. It is just necessarily an XP build. It's really nice. You see the amount of damage it does. Let's move into the stats for this build. The effects currently, we've got an accuracy bonus there, but we'd already know that, so don't be using facts. Company T on there, perfect bubblegum for, ignore these first ones. Let's go into adrenaline, adrenal reaction. Let's go into mutations to start off with, because what we're going to do first is run this build without the XP buffs actually on, and then put XP buffs on and see how much more XP we're going to be earning with this build. So let's start with adrenal reaction. Plus 5% damage while on a kill streak, really nice. Bird Bones plus 4 agility. I'm just shouting out on positive effects, obviously. Chameleon, plus 1 invisibility in combat if unarmed or stationary. Eagle Eyes, plus 50% crit damage, 4 perception. Egghead being a really important card here for that plus 6 intelligence and already a mass amount of intelligence. We've got I didn't mean to announce that so abruptly. We've got plus 6% damage taken, but minus 25% of team damage taken. Appreciate your card for anyone there. Grounded and a plus 100% energy resistance. We've got healing factor on a plus 3 health regen. Really nice for the blooded build there. Herbivore for the 2 times the benefits of veggies. Herd mentality there. We've got marsupial for that extra jump height and carry weight, but minus 1 intelligence. But don't worry, intelligence will be sky high. We've got Plague Water for plus 10 poison, aura scaling if you're diseased, that is if you are diseased. Scaly Skin on plus 50 energy and damage resistance. Speed Demon there on the extra reload speed, move speed, and 101st while moving. We've got Talons, which isn't really necessary. Twisted Muscles for the extra limb damage there, especially works well for fractures, and Fully Hydrated as well. As you can see, they are the mutations I run. I do run a mutants build outside of this XP build, so that's why I have so many mutations on. But there you go. As you can see, the AP is still high on a 412 there, because obviously Nerd Rage is activated. Really nice. And you see the amount of XP we're building. Let's see what the base specials are currently on. Currently, intelligence is now at 46. That is going to skyrocket real soon, especially when you join a team and you have certain buffs on. So really nice there. Let's jump into the weapon of choice, a really important part. Let's drop this rubbish. Let's get rid of these grenades. Some people say use grenades for this sort of build. I don't say use grenades. This Tesla rifle is all you need. So let's look at it. It is, I call it quad mobbing. It is a Tesla rifle. It has some really quirky perks. It is explosive now again. Explosive Tesla rifle has not been a game for a long time. But with the utilization of fractures, the 4-star mod, you can make it explosive. Even if you don't have the 4-star mod on there, you can still utilize this build really well. You just probably take off the Grader and the Demolition Expert and swap those cards out for something else. But if you can get yourself a quad crippling Swift, or just a Tesla rifle in general, this build will work for you. So let's start off with quad, plus 300% animal capacity, plus 50% limb damage so we can activate fractures quicker, and extra reload speed on Swift because it's a very slow gun to reload. So 4-star, the important part, when crippling limbs, they explode and deal up to 50% explosive damage to nearby targets, so mobbing basically, clearing out the room, and that extra XP goes flying up. So as you can see there, it's an automatic barrel, and it's a rifle sight, and I've got a nice rusted paint on. Looks like I found it in the ground in 1964, but who knows. But there we go, that is the Tesla rifle I'm using for this build. You could technically use any energy weapon. Because of the higher intelligence, this weapon will be doing more and more damage as well at the same time, which is really nice. But you could potentially use any weapon on this build, just move a couple of cards around. Maybe you don't want batteries included, but you want to use Elder's Mark instead. You could potentially use that instead. It'd be really nice. But there you go, really nice. And I hope you're going to enjoy this build. That is your Tesla rifle. Next one, another important part, unyielding Brotherhood Recon armor. I'm using the Brotherhood Recon armor for a very specific reason. It has higher damage resistance, and because I'm unyielding, my health's a lot lower, and I want to have bigger survivability. You could potentially use Secret Service instead. Secret Service would be an amazing alternative armor for this, but any armor would work really well. It's just important to have these certain box mods on there. So let's start off from the top. We've got unyielding, gain plus 3 to all specials except endurance while health is low, currently free. So there you go, it's activated because my health is at 20%. And that's where you need to get to. The most important second star on this build to boost the intelligence, to boost the XP gain, is the intelligence second star there. And that will be across the board on all 5 pieces, so an extra 25 intelligence on top of the already mass amount of intelligence you've got. I've got True Hyper on there for food, drink and 10 ways, reduced by 20%. Another really important card there. Just so obviously so you can carry more food and more buffs and XP buffs there. We have Tankers as the 4-star for plus 200% damage resistance for 10 seconds while standing still. So when you are mobbing and standing still, it's really nice because you're an unyielding build. So that extra damage resistance there, massive, and it's going to work really well. I've got Butt Rest and Deep Pocket on because you all know me. I like my damage resistance and I like my carry weight. So let's keep looking through. As you can see, all pieces are unyielding, tanky, and intelligence. Intelligence across the board, that's a must. Any piece of armor you could use. Secret Service Brotherhood Recon armor, or anything below that, just have these cards on. The 4 stars completely up to you. You can't get yourself a 4-star. Forget about it. Don't panic right now. The first 3 stars are the most important part of this build. Honestly, most important part. Especially the 2nd star. Just get them and you are going to make a lot of XP. You're going to be rich this weekend. So that is the armor there. Straight crossbow. Like I say, I like Brotherhood Recon armor just because it's got that extra resistance. Now, the Brotherhood Recon armor is returning today. Minerva is back to gay. Just so you all know, Minerva returns today. She'll be outside White Springs. And it'd be really good for you to go and get there today, especially if you've got the gold bullion. Go and visit her and go and get that Brotherhood Recon armor ASAP. It is technically the best armor in the game for damage resistance as well. But there we go. It's not great for duels, but it's great for me. So there you go. So, let's go and test it out. As you all know, we're not going to put buffs on for the first round. We're going to go and see our boys in green. Let's go and see them, and let's go and see how much XP we can earn before we start buffing up. And then we'll run you through what sort of buffs we'll need to start put on here. The food buffs, I have a separate video for that. I'll be linking that in the description. Food buff video. Best food buffs and best way to earn XP. That'll be a separate link in that one. I don't want to make a 40-minute video for you. I just wanted to make sure you get this build out. So let's start from the top. Let's start making XP. Remember, currently we're playing solo, so we're not earning that much XP currently. But as you can see, the rank's going up. Plenty of XP. Let's keep roaming round. Have we cleared the room? I think we've got another pesky fellow down here. So in West Tech, I'll show you the trick. Everyone knows the trick. Going up and down the elevator, clearing the floor, coming back up, and the enemies turn into level 100. Currently, they're not level 100, but you'll see them change into 100 shortly. So let's run through West Tech first. Let's do the first round, show you how much XP you can potentially earn inside West Tech with this build. Clear the room. Excuse me, sir. There we go. One in here. Is he here? Oh, there you are. Great for mobbing. Just clearing those rooms out. Down here. Next room. Did the instant reload there, so we didn't lose our bullet storm stats, which is really nice. Let's keep clearing. Very nice. As you can see, they're quite low health now, so we're going to nip downstairs, clear out the bottom mob, and when we come backstairs, you'll see that these super mutants have transferred to level 100. So you see the amount of levels to go up. Full room clear there, nice and easy. Someone decided to stay up. Let's go down. Let's keep going down. And because we are a Tesla rifle, I'll show you a little thing here. Oh. There's a pesky guy down here, which won't normally come to this door, but you can reach him. That's cleared. That's the last one out. There'll be a slight respawn upstairs, potentially. There we go. Now they're 100. And obviously it's going to be level dependent, so if you've reached that max level for I think level 50 is the max level in this game. If you do reach that, you will see that there will definitely be pumping out a lot of XP for you. Obviously we're going to put the extra buffs on next. We're going to talk about buffs next, so it's a little bit different this video. Door's going to close. Look away, reopen. I ran out of ammo. Great. Let's just see, we cleared out a lot of rooms there. XP's flying up.
You'll need to unlock your rifle.
Sorry, Siri just activated randomly. And the Tesla rifle, as you can see, will spread far and wide. As you see, we're getting a lot of levels there. And that was before we put any actual buffs on. Well, not levels, but we're doing a lot of XP there. But I'm going to show you how we can potentially earn a lot more. So let's go back to my camp, and we're going to show you all the buffs we're going to put on, and then run our secondary test with buffs on to show you the amount of XP we can potentially be earning on this build instead. So let's get down. So as you can see, we did more than half an XP bar there on this XP build. But let's start talking about perks. So let's start from the top. We have a dwellery. So when you have a dweller at your camp, when you rest, already fully rested provides extra XP anyway. But you're going to get a double bonus on this, and we'll wait for it to activate so I can show you. It's called Kindred Spirit. Now, Kindred Spirit bumps that extra XP gain even higher, which is amazing. So bear with me. Let's wait for it to activate. You should see it on the left-hand corner of the screen that Kindred Spirit is activated shortly. While we wait for that, I'll just say thank you to you all for watching these videos. A little bit of a different build today. It's not about delivering high octane damage. It's really about just delivering the best sort of XP possible. And that's what all we want, isn't it? We want to utilise double XP weekend. And here we go. Let's wait for Kindred. There you go. You feel a Kindred Spirit. So let's show you the sort of things XP gain that's going to give you now. So let's go in. And let's look at the stats. So we're currently 46. Effects. Kindred Spirit plus 5 bonus XP. So that's on top now. Now, the next modification we're going to put on there, we're going to aim for Charisma. Next one as well, we could do Lethal Love Seat, so the chems last longer. So let's wait here. If you've got this came from a... If you don't have the Love Seat, that's perfectly fine. It wasn't a mini season, but there we go. It will extend the effects of chems and double the effects. So I'll show you that in a moment once Love Seat activates. While we do that, we'll take a look at this gorgeous skeleton with the flower hat for some reason. Do bear with me. Hope you're all looking forward to Double XP weekend. Feel free to come and find me in-game. There we go. You feel the rush of love. I'm feeling a rush of love on YouTube recently, I'll be honest with you. There we go. Plus 25% chem duration. And that's at 59 minutes. 1 hour of extra. And it's for 2 hours, 58 minutes of that Kindred Spirit there. And you'll see the effects of the camo will be using for that. We'll do increased charisma next on the Centomatic. So increased charisma boost means this perk card here, inspirational, now goes up while we're on a team. Next is the Sacred Mothman Tomb. The Mothman provides extra XP on top and intelligence, and with this build I'm going to jump server and I'm going to go into a real server, join the team and see the extension of our intelligence. Let's wait for it to activate. You have been blessed by the teachings of the Wise Mothman. So let's have a look at that. Wise Mothman, +5 in bonus XP for 59 minutes. And the next one, the Mechanical Derby game, extended there. Let's push that. You feel smart, increased intelligence by 2, intelligence boost now. So let's look at the specials now. It's now at 48, but we've got extra XP as well. So let's jump into someone's server. None of my friends are online at the moment. Of course, I have no friends currently. So there we go. Let's click to main menu and go and check out a team. Let's go join a random team to see how high the intelligence boost goes up and see all the effects of being on a team. While on this event, I do encourage you to join casual teams on this for that extra XP boost. Let's hope we find a world so we can run the last test here. Like I said, it'll be a longer video today. Food buffs, I'll show you a certain chem buff I use. Feel free to use lunchboxes. Lunchboxes exponentially increases your XP gain as well. I'll be showing you that as well, don't worry. But as well, it's not double XP weekend, so when it hits double XP weekend, you will see the numbers massively hit a high. So we'll join a team. Let's go and have a look. Let's go look at specials now. Specials is now at 55. We've just hit 55. 55 intelligence. Insanely high. Insanely high. So let's go and look at the potential XP we can now be gaining from West Tech. Remember, double XP isn't activated yet, but once double XP is activated, you should clear one West Tech clear, should potentially level you up on this build. Insane numbers. Insane numbers. So let's go through. Now let's start looking at the differences. We are now a full team. As you can see, we are in. We're going to enter here solo while we're in a team. The intelligence numbers are insane. You see like the potential of the leveling up. And it looks slow right now, but trust me, once double XP weekend hits at your reset time, trust me, doing this will be crazy. I recommend going into a private server you can do one, or just join a team and do this. As you see, the XP has gone right up. Crazy numbers. Let's see how much we can level up on one clear. Who shot me? It was you. Pesty boy. There's another fellow here. There we go. Like I said, as soon as double XP weekends, you'll be seeing those super mutants providing you with the max experience you can get from a super mutant is 4,000 XP. So as you'll see, that'll be absolutely crazy once double XP weekend hits. And the amount of leveling you'll be doing this weekend on this build will be absolutely wild. Let's keep going. Let's see if there's anyone else up here. Of course there is. Hello, sir. Like I said, massive damage resistance there. The ricochets in effect there. The evasive is kicking in. Let's see the damage we're dealing. Let's repair our armor while we're here. I kind of don't want that breaking while we're in here. Time keep ticking in there. $3,000 there. Crazy numbers. Anyone up here? Wonderful. It's not just West Tech. Offence will be providing that extra XP for completion. You will be able to survive Offence with this build. Real easy. Really nice. Let's push it. Everyone's down. Like I said, as soon as double XP hits, you'll see the massive numbers coming through. There might be some guy on it. There is. Sometimes to be on the stairs, sometimes there's not. Let's push through. Aim at the door. Down we go. Back upstairs. Like I said, right now you're not seeing the true numbers of the potential of double XP weekend. Once it hits, amazing. Amazing. The amount of levels you gain this weekend will be wild. Like I said, raiding's just as efficient as well. If you want to raid and gain your XP, it's just as quick. Raiding will... You would level up too much in raids. Simply amazing. Oh. Let's get that level up before we finish. Let's go upstairs. Down we go. Like I said, we don't even activated food buffs on this build yet, so we haven't completely utilised the potential XP gain. We don't even have lunch boxes on, but we're still gaining so much XP in a short space of time. And that's it, that's your level. And just imagine, you see there how quick it was to gain a level. It's going to be even higher once the double XP weekend smashes into our houses. And we're going to be doing crazy numbers. So that's it. That's, you know, something amazing. Amazing double XP potential on this build. We're going to have a great time. I hope you have a fantastic double XP weekend, honestly. I hope this build helps. Like I said, anything you feel like change on this build, feel free to change. You know something? All builds are open to interpretation. And you know, change anything you must. Because you know something? Double XP is double XP. And once it hits, watch those numbers go up with this build. You'll be doing 4k as Super Mutant. 4k as Super Mutant? Trust me, you're aiming to be level 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000. It's happening this weekend. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.